What's up, everybody? This is Nestor, your brother in peace, love, and justice, and this is a special episode of Duality of sorts. Now, today's episode is not going to be about working in the gray. In fact, it's going to be about all the things that we're doing before we begin working in the gray. So, for all you freedom fighters out there, all you dream defenders, you LGBTQ allies, you surly feminists, you immigrant supporters, this is for you. Right? This episode is all about the things that we should all be doing as activists, as protesters, as people fighting the good fight in protection of and for historically marginalized communities. So today we're actually going to go over one of my favorite things, which is my Gobag. And if you don't know what a Gobag is, certainly do your research on Gobags, because I think everybody should have one. But today I'm going to use my Gobag and some of the items that I have inside of my Gobag to illustrate some of the things we should all be doing as people that are fighting the good fight against current power structures. So we'll just go ahead and jump right in. So one of the first things that we want to make note of, or one of the first things I want to bring up, is a good journal. So I want you, as an activist, as a protester, as somebody who's fighting for marginalized communities, I want you to have a journal in some way, but more importantly, I want you to focus on documenting. Make sure that you're writing things down, you're writing details down, you're writing names, addresses, what place you went out to support a community, or names of family members that have been treated unfairly, or any of those things. Try to document as much as you possibly can, so write everything down. So that's one. What else do we have in this go bag? Headphones. So headphones are really good in that they keep out noise. So for all of you, I'm going to say the same thing. Find your own set of, not actual headphones, but something that helps you get rid of the noise, helps you get rid of the naysayers and all the people out there that are saying, oh, the power structures are too powerful, or there's too much work to do, so why bother fighting the good fight? Block all those people out. Put your headphones on and get rid of all of the noise that you're going to hear from all the people that don't understand why you're doing the work that you're doing, or why in fact you're so passionate about it. So get rid of all of the noise. Mosquitoes everywhere. Wow, I'm literally watching 9 or 10 mosquitoes fly around me. It's only going to get worse, so let's fly through this. Living in Florida sucks sometimes because of mosquitoes. Speaking of Florida, for all you people that are fighting the good fight, so this helps me understand my environment when I'm in the woods or places in Florida. I would say the same for you. Before you go out and protest, before you go out and get signatures, understand your environment, understand the communities that you're trying to serve, understand that the power structures that you're going against, understand your environment, because the sooner you can, the sooner you're better equipped to serve the communities that you're trying to serve. So there's that. Let's see what else we got. So this is my contact book. So in the event that my phone dies or the battery isn't charged or any of those things, I have a log of at least 20 contacts, names, numbers, email addresses, all those things, of people that I need to surround myself by, allies that can support me when I'm trying to do things. You should have the same, not just in booklet form, but more important, surround yourself with people that are allies, people that will build you up, people that when you're lost in the dark, people that will shine a light and help you find your way. That's really important. Let's see what else we got. Binoculars. So these binoculars are very important in that it helps you look past where you are to where you hope to go. A few episodes of Duality of sorts ago, I talked about the importance of looking past the struggle so that you can see that huge mountain of change in the background. Binoculars will help you do that, and in your case, being able to keep your eyes on the prize is going to be more important than anything else. So make sure you do that. Let's see what else we got in this go bag. We have a multi-tool. It's really not an indication of anything other than be prepared for anything. Be prepared for anything that might happen. You might get arrested, you might have people work against you, you might have people that are tearing you up simply because you're fighting for marginalized community. So a multi-tool is it's good to have. Let's see what else we got. Remember we just talked about being stuck in the dark and having people around you that can shine that light to help you see. you should also have your own flashlight. Be that for other people. Be that light in the dark. Be that person that reminds them of why this work is so important. So a good flashlight is always good. Let's see what else we have here. A pair of dry socks, a good pair of dry socks, I think is just important for everybody to have because it's a good pair of dry socks. Nothing more to that. All right, let's see what else we got. So we were just talking about documenting everything, writing things down. I also encourage you to take as many pictures as you can for a couple of reasons. One, to document the involvement that you're doing and to get a historical reference of the things that you're working on. But it's also good to show yourself doing the work and then sharing that with the rest of the world. And that's important because if people that are your friends, your family, your allies, your colleagues, if they can see you doing the hard work of fighting for marginalized community, then maybe they can see themselves doing it too. So document as much as you can. Let's see what else we got in this fantastic bag. We have this hat right here. And this hat is important because every so often you're gonna have to switch hats. This hat is a great indication of our need to put new hats on and take new hats off, and your need to switch it up, right? So one day we're gonna be collecting signatures, and then maybe another day we're advocating online. Maybe another day we're organizing an event. But whatever it is, be prepared to switch hats. Be prepared to both lead and follow when it's appropriate. So that's a great example of that. I also have this magnifying glass. Now this one for me is really important. Have you ever been online and you see some salacious headline that somebody just shared and you read the article and you're like, oh, that's crazy, is that real? And then you go to another website. So this is a great reflection tool, right? This is a great opportunity to say, when you see something, dig deeper. Right? So don't just take anything at face value, dig a little deeper. When you see a salacious headline, dig deeper, see if that's real. See if there are other places that are posting that information. Use this as an opportunity to look deeper, see who's funding the initiative, see who's against it, who's for it, who does it support, who does it benefit, and who's gonna suffer the consequences if things don't go right. So use this magnifying glass to dig a little deeper. And then finally, yeah, that's it. So all of that to say, keep fighting the good fight. We're all working towards this need to work in the gray, but we also know that power structures might struggle to get into the gray. So while we're trying to remind them, while we're trying to let them know that it's okay to own your privilege and power, acknowledge it, and let's work together so that we all win. Until we can do that, we have to keep fighting the good fight. And these are just a few examples of how you should do that. And one last thing before we end this. I would also say this sleeping bag is a great analogy? This sleeping bag is just a great reminder that we all need our rest. Don't fight and fight and fight and fight and you don't take care of yourself. This is the equivalent of being on the plane and the oxygen masks dropping. Do all that you can do, but eventually you have to get some rest. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. So that's that. And this has been Duality of Sorts. My name is Nestor, your brother in peace, love, and justice. Join us next week.